Okay. Can you hear us? We have a totally new setup now. I think so.
I'm here too.
Let us know in the chat if you can hear. I think we're working. Oh, there's the music. Okay, how about now we've got music. I can hear you. Roland. Thank you, Roland.
Thank you, Roland. Hi, happy Thanksgiving Eve.
Happy Thanksgiving Eve. You sound great. Thank you. Even with the music now, I know I just hit that on. Yeah, so we changed the setup a little bit.
Sure did.
I'm a little nervous that I'm going to be louder than you, but I think you're sometimes louder than I am on these streams, so I think it works out. Welcome back. Oh, thank you, Michael R. I'm
Michael.
Eric. And
I'm Julie. Hi.
Hey, we're the very professional FryMinis.
You bet. Doing great.
Happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, so
it's my favorite day.
It's Julie's favorite day. Well, tomorrow. She spent the whole day cooking. She loves cooking for Thanksgiving. She does a wonderful, beautiful job of it, and it's so delicious.
I'm really excited.
Yeah.
What are y'all doing? What's your favorite thing that you're going to eat tomorrow? My favorite thing is a potato gratin, which is potatoes, heavy cream, salt, end of list. It's delicious. Sometimes I put garlic in it, and sometimes I leave it out, depending on how someone's feeling.
If she puts in too much garlic, this is what you get.
Is that heartburn or toots?
I don't know. Okay. Roland's cooking right now.
Thanks for keeping us company while you cook, and vice versa.
Yeah.
While I cook, I watch Bob's Burgers. I love Bob's Burgers. It's my favorite, as I've talked about previously. And I watch it whenever I'm in the kitchen, but especially when I am cooking Thanksgiving. I just watch all the Thanksgiving episodes.
I'm making cheesecake for the first time ever.
Oh! Enjoy. I'm also a main course person and not a dessert person, which is why I still have to make pie crust for the pumpkin pie for tomorrow, and I've kind of put it off all day.
Yeah.
But I have to do it tonight because I make my pie crust as Ina Garten does in the Cuisinart, the food processor, and I need it tomorrow to shave my Brussels sprouts. So I have no choice. I have to use it tonight so I can run it through the dishwasher and then use it tomorrow. Good luck with your cheesecake. I hope it's delicious. I'm sure it will be. I think your wife is amazing.
We just saw some, we went out to dinner and we saw some beer.
Mm-hmm. It was a very interesting can. I'm pulling it up now so I get it right. False Idol Brewing Company has Jimmy Pesto's Revenge.
Yeah, you can show it.
I wasn't sure if it would.
Oh, I did create, here, hold it up. Nope, not that close.
Not the best picture, I admit, but yep, Jimmy Pesto's Revenge from False Idol Brewing Co. Yep, I've got a fuzz on my nail. Anyway.
Look at this, by the way. So we switched out our camera. We had a 6D, and I just wanted to simplify everything. Now we're all Elgato everything, but this is so wobbly.
Yeah, it's super wobbly. It's making me really nervous.
No more leaning on the desk. So the monitor's on an arm, and the webcam sits on the monitor. That's the problem. But look at this. So we got angle. So this is hello, we've got minis.
Hello.
Oh, we can share our screen. We can share. Ready for this? Is gonna blow your mind. We can share this screen.
Whoa!
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 And then we can change the camera. So this is the wide shot, and then we can.
Hi, Brian Daly.
Hey, Brian Daly. When I'm sitting at my desk, doing a single video, this angle makes sense. Right now, it doesn't really.
Screenception. Hey, Dungeoneers Pack. Hi, Josh.
And hey, Josh, and check this out. This is the best one. Wow.
Yeah, I'm not.
Wow.
I'm not getting in that close. I'm not doing that.
And you can preset manual focus. So we're out of focus back here, but whoop, now when we hold a mini, we don't have to wait for autofocus.
Cool.
We just hit this button, close up.
Got it.
Boom. Boom. Oh, and I need to test this. I'm very excited.
He won't stop talking about it.
Last several days have been nothing but this. Okay. Yeah, Eric did bring things back to what he wanted to talk about.
You mentioned the beer, not me.
I know. But check this out. Okay, I don't know if this is going to work. Oh. Ooh, it's busted, though. Line breaks don't work. Good to know.
Noted.
Well, if you think that one's gonna be bad, check this out. Here, this one's I think 4 messages put together. Bum 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 bum.
Oh.
Yeah. So line breaks don't work. Note to self.
Understood.
Easy fix. But yeah, now I can just like click these things and they happen. I'm very excited. Okay.
Yes, they did recast Jimmy Pesto and bring him back. I wasn't sure when Jimmy Pesto's Revenge was created. You know what I mean? Was it created before 2020 or after 2020? And how recently after 2020? Yes, but it's a double IPA and I wasn't going to touch that because, ugh. But it did delight me.
Yeah. Anybody else drinking a cup of blood tonight to celebrate Thanksgiving?
It's not even mulled wine, it's just tea.
Oh, I drank the string.
Remember in Bob's Burgers when he has that nightmare that he works in an office and he's like, "You making ramen?" And the lady's like, "No, it's tea." And then like 4 other people come in and they're like, "I thought she was making ramen." Just tea.
Just tea.
Just tea.
This whole month, I've done nothing but drink water and uncaffeinated tea. I don't know why exactly. I think I was drinking too many Monsters and I didn't want to get away from that.
You're right, Brian. We are missing a star wipe.
I put the fade on. Normally I don't have the fade. And the zoom, like it's the slow zoom. Instead of just pop, pop.
Mm-hmm. I haven't eaten any of the burgers. To be honest, sometimes I think that the burgers are a bit of a miss. I know, was it actually you, Roland, who has the cookbook and made a couple of them? I feel like someone in our YouTube D&D community world had the Bob's Burgers cookbook and made some of the burgers. To be honest, when I have a burger, I usually just want like American cheese, keep it pretty classic. Although this past week I did have a burger with onion dip and potato chips on it. Absolutely, would recommend.
Yeah, I would eat the baby chive my car.
Baby, you can chive my car.
Yeah. See, I was close.
Yeah, that's from a Christmas episode. That's pretty special. That's the one that gets him and his dad in a fight.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I would eat that. But I feel like there are a lot of burgers with kale on them, and as much as I will eat kale, not on a burger, get out of my way.
Fry.
Yeah, onion dip and potato chips, delicious. Yeah. Extraordinary. Hi, Tim.
Cool. So as we wiggle around, please let us know if our voices get too quiet or whatever. This is a totally different setup. I know it might generally look the same, but it's totally different. So we'll take your help.
Oklahoma smash burgers, some of my favorite to make. Some of the special ones from the book are fun. Yes. Was that Eric got highly interested in smash burgers when some guy on YouTube was making them, and then we've tried to make them several times.
No, I like the peanut butter burgers.
Goober burgers.
Goober burgers.
I do love a flat top burger, but you can't make those at home. You know what I mean? Like it's smash burger, a flat burger. They're just better out, and I'm happy to pay for the privilege.
So, Onslaught. Who's played it? Have any of you played WizKids Onslaught? If you don't know, it's a board game that is it's like D&D, but it's not like you are playing a game. It is not a different kind of D&D. You have characters and they have general stats and races and things like that. It's definitely...
Roland, you'll be the first person to know if we ever make it to Georgia. Specialty. Ooh.
Yeah. But you go and you have like rounds and you fight each other and you only have like a couple of hit points.
Yeah, I'd say it's more like the mechanics of D&D, but none of the role playing.
Yeah, zero role. I mean, you could like force it in there, but
you don't need to.
Game-wise, there's no role play has no place in it.
Exactly.
So, played it and glad they're supporting it with expansion. Totally agreed. I was afraid that they would they had their first round of like the little expansions for the players, and then that would kind of be it. But no, they've kept it going. Hi guys in Olive Burgers.
Hi.
Welcome to Burger Chat.
I do love an olive burger. You're totally right.
I had Japanese curry for dinner. I've never had Japanese curry with ground pork.
I had ramen.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Dragon Con? I don't know.
We'll see what we can do.
This one in Atlanta.
Right.
Yeah. It's a good one. I still want to get over to Gen Con. Oh my god. Okay, Sturgis, Michigan. Okay, so
Worlds collide.
what do we have here? Let me wiggle over here. We have a couple of things that we're gonna go through. First, we have 3 of these boxes. Can you hold that one up? We've got these 3. So we have the Zentarum 1 expansion, the Sellswords 1 expansion.
And the Harper's 1 expansion.
And so what these are, they're minis, but they each have their own cards with them so you can play them in the game. And so they each character has, like, they can do this move, they can do that move. They have this many hit points, they have this AC. And so these are all new characters. And so you would be like, oh, I'm going to be the Zentarum, and you're going to be the Harpers kind of thing. Although I thought the Sellswords was a thing that you could, like, plop them into anybody. I guess mechanically you could do that too, like just whenever, but for organized play. And then Harper's 1 expansion. And I really like these minis. We haven't opened them yet, but I like that they've got a really good variety. Like, for example, the Harpers, there's a gnome or a halfling, a Lokatha. This might be a drow and an Aarakocra. Like, you're getting some very unusual sculpts here.
Yeah.
We also have a scenario kit, which is like an extra game mode. Like a campaign would kind of make sense to say, but like when you sit down to play different
Module?
Yeah, sure. But this is just rules. And so we're gonna go through these 3 boxes first, and then we'll take a peek at this guy, because this is rules, you know, and we don't want to spoil what little story there is. But our other thing, and this is
the characters maybe do have names. I honestly don't remember, Roland.
not Jaheira though. This one right here.
It's got frogs.
So, can you grab the original? Just careful. Yeah. So this is what, when you get the actual game, this is what it looks like. This giant cool box, and I really dig the art style they did. If you show one of the sides. Dazed fell out. So all the artwork in the original, it's like this whiteout. That looks like the character, but isn't in the specific detail. I think it's a pretty cool style.
I agree.
And they kind of kept it going here, but these look like the minis, just with like a kind of a weird transparency filter over them more than anything. And then here we're just straight up to art from the books.
Oh yeah.
like this is the Bullywug character art in the Monster Manual or something.
Yeah.
But so what this is a full size expansion to the game. It does require the actual game, but we've got frog hemoth and a bunch of tentacles, all sorts of monsters. Very, very cool. And we dropped the ball. We didn't get a review of it up during Banner Hobtober. Would have made sense, but we didn't. Also, right now, shout out to the Spud Club Painting Challenge. We are in, what month is it? November?
Yep.
So we are in now Axe Attack. Axe Attack. So our theme is Axe Attack.
Yeah. Yeah. Perfect art style that can't draw eyes. Yes. They had a white, poking a pencil through a piece of paper for the eyes for some of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Quite perfect.
Cool. Okay. So, thank you to wizkids for sending us all of this.
Yes.
We're gonna just open them up, do a first impression kind of reaction, and then we'll have videos for the minis. So if you saw the video that went up this Sunday, I've got the next 2 Sundays already shot. They're going up 9 a.m. Central on Sunday. We're gonna have all sorts of new videos. If you like that new style of video, let me know. It's looking pretty solid, I think so. So we will, let's get into it.
Great. Where are we going to start?
We're going to start, your choice, dealer's choice.
We're going to start with Zentarum. We're going to end with the Harpers, because that's what I'm most looking forward to, because there's a Lokatha in it.
Okay. You need a knife?
For future boxes.
Well, because we've never opened something like this, so let's try to get it all.
I don't understand what you're saying, so you do it.
It's not just like a blind box that you open. Like, who knows what these boxes look like on the inside?
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's just go back here. Okay. So inside the box, we've got this bag, and I guess the minis are in here. We also have a second bag of delicious seasoning. Mm-hmm. You can put that on almost anything.
Yeah, this is going in the gravy.
And then we also have, we've got a collection of things. We have one card for spiritual weapon, which I guess you would play like a character. We have an advertisement for Frameworks minis, which we also have a bunch of frameworks that we need to do something with. But they also have rules for all of how the dials work on the cards, what condition tokening mean, condition tokening. It's been a long day. Condition tokens mean, and summoning rules and credits. Cool. Okay. Character art, Gong Studios. I'm not familiar with Gong Studios.
Me neither.
And then we have this tiny package, which I love how it's wrapped with two little circles. So when you are leveling up your characters, you get to level up. Normally you level up once, but we definitely kind of do so. But you get to pick from different bonuses when you level up. So for this Vankar Zad, yeah, that's a D. Vankar Zad. When Vankar Zad levels up, you get to choose between Maglubiet's Axe and War God's Blessing. And usually these level ups are very strong.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what we've got here. We won't go into all the detail on all of them, but level up cards. Unless you think we should.
No. Just to show the art on the back continues to be beautiful.
Yeah. It's not exactly the same.
It isn't. You're right.
Which is strange.
It's got some more depth to it. It's kind of inverted, I guess.
Yeah.
But no, it's beautiful.
And then here is that spiritual weapon card. Oh, it's like a monster card. They did a really strange thing where if you went to some of the shows, the conventions, you could get like holographic versions of the cards. But it's like one card.
Yeah, so
you're like of all your normal cards and then a holographic kobold.
Yeah. That's odd.
Yeah. Now, if there was like a deluxe version of the box that you could get,
sure,
that had holographic,
yeah, that would make sense.
That would make sense. We have new tokens. So the idea is if your character is is bleeding, you would just put that under your mini, and with the clear bases, you can see them. And then these are player character tokens. So if you don't have the minis or you don't want for us, once we do all the photos and everything of the minis, I'm just gonna put them in with our stuff here, rather than them sitting in the box. And then when we go to play, we can either if we take it to go, we can have these, or if we're playing here, we can just grab minis that are close enough.
That's good flexibility. I didn't realize that's what those were for.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
and you can flip them over if you're dead.
Hit my elbow and it hurt a lot. You're welcome for the pound.
There's your spiritual weapon. Okay, let's take a look at the minis so we can get a feel for the characters before we go into their play cards.
Sounds good.
Take us away.
All right.
It's probably extra crinkly now.
Boop.
So they're just sitting there.
This is our Zentarum set?
Yeah. I think so. That's what I know.
Yes. Okay, mini one is Vankar Zad, as Eric was saying earlier. Ooh.
Yeah. So from the minis we've looked at in the past. Now, this is our first time looking at one of the expansion sets, but in the base game, I would put the paint quality, generally speaking, of course, in between a random mini, like a blind box mini, and one of the premium painted, like where you get one for $10, but somewhere in between them. So I would put this as generally pretty good.
Sure. I think this looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Great pose, really cool detail on the shield. I don't know that I've ever seen a zigzag pattern like that before. Cool. I love the gold on the boots. He's got a mirror of his own face maybe on his belt, which I think is really nice. It's looking darker on camera than it does IRL, so there is more distinction between kind of a slate gray of his armor versus the black of his hair. Looks almost like a cartoonish evil eye. Not evil, but like cat eyes. Not like Kat Von D eyes, but like there's something very comical about there. Thank you. See what I mean? Like the furrowed brow and the cat shape.
Meow.
Exactly. But no, this looks really good. Excellent use of metallic accents.
Yeah, I think it's really good.
Yeah.
And I like that it's not all just gold or all silver.
Yeah.
That we've got a mix. I think that's great.
Definitely. Chabelle, Lifesever. Oh, Lifesever. So we've got a Goliath.
Oh, yay!
You zoom me out a teeny bit. Hey, Rivers.
Hey, Rivers. Yeah.
Excellent mix of textures and colors. We'll fix that sword with a heat gun.
Look at those tats, though.
Yeah.
That's great. And those eyes.
Excellent face detail. Very nice to just even have these little touches of gold everywhere. I think it looks really, really good.
Yeah. And it may be just these two, but I like that we've got that silver and gold theme going.
Agree. Okay, 3 of 4, Dayu Seng.
Oh. Is this a bard?
I guess. I don't think we have any minis that look like this.
I agree with that.
And I can appreciate that we don't have any minis that look like this, and a lot of the minis in our boxes look like typical kind of faux European barbarians and adventurers and stuff like that. So to have someone that looks like they're from a different historical perspective is really great.
Yep.
My only hesitancy is whether if we have so few Asian characters, one of them has to look like this, but I'm into it.
Yeah. I'm satisfied.
Yep.
And yeah.
Yeah, looks good. Great, perfectly applied paint.
I'm always happy to see a mini with an instrument. You know, we've got all of our minis sorted out by like two-handed sword and shield, mage with art or spell effect, mage with whatever. And then there's so few instrument type of things. I have one that's bard, that's just blanket bard. And it's got like 6 minis in there. So I'm thrilled to get another clearly bard. Although, of course, any character can use an instrument, blah, 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 blah. But, yeah.
It's important for Eric's collection.
Yeah.
Final set in this box is Ruby Eye Dorian. Dorian. I don't know how to say that. But I love that she's wearing kiss makeup.
Dor, you don't know how to say? Yeah, Doreen.
I like that her kiss makeup accentuates the fact that she's wearing an eye patch. It almost like evens it out. I guess it doesn't accentuate. It mirrors her eye patch in a way that makes the eye patch look less glaring. Love the wave in her hair. We don't see that level of hair detail. I'm so tired of saying the word detail. We don't usually see that level of hair texture in a mini. It would be so easy to just have it kind of thrown over her shoulder and left at that. But that there's a wave going on there is really, really nice. Great sculpt. Love the holes. I don't know if this is supposed to be like a studded leather skirt and those are rivets or what's going on.
That's probably where I would go.
This looks great.
Yeah.
No complaints.
Yeah, the axe handle itself is a little funny, right?
Okay,
But,
yeah. No, this looks really good.
But no, kiss is perfect.
Yes.
Now, as we're looking through those, each of these sets is about $40.
Okay.
So on wizkids.com, they're $39.99, right? But you could, it's not too hard to find things for less on the internet. I've got some links in the description. So these are our cards. So now it's been a minute since we played, so I might be a little rusty here. So up here, this doesn't matter.
Oh, they use the spiritual weapon.
Yeah, this is the cleric.
Got it. I thought you said it might be an NPC.
Well, like mechanically, how you run it is what sorry, that wasn't clear. So you've got your attacks, your kind of normal things here. We've got flail, and I like that this bleeding effect. Mm-hmm. I think that's interesting.
Yeah.
Suffer 1 irreducible bleeding damage.
Ouch.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Toll the dead, critical weapon. So you can see how these things are familiar terms, but they operate completely outside of how. And like these +4, like when you roll to attack, you even Toll the dead is an attack, right? Cheesecake's in the oven. Good luck rolling.
I'm really pulling for you. Yeah.
You roll with advantage. Like you just always roll with advantage. That's just how it works.
Yeah.
And then each character has how they gain experience, right? And this one, you gain 1 XP after your spiritual weapon deals damage. And I think, do you get an experience when you...
After it deals damage. Got it. Yes. And so the 4th time you do damage, then you level up.
Yes.
Sorry, 5th.
Yeah. Well,
okay.
Yeah. So you start at 0. Oh, I've got 0 XP. And I did it once, so I get 1, and then you go all the way up. But I think you get XP. It's been so long since we played. I think you get experience from just like if you kill something or if you loot one of the chests. So this isn't the only way.
Yeah.
This is a bonus way that for this character in particular. Although sometimes they do overlap.
Yeah.
And then you get your power-ups.
Hi, DB.
Hey, DB. So these are different, and they have cooldowns.
Yes.
So these are like your special attacks kind of thing. And then everybody gets 1 reaction. They're not all opportunity attacks. Sometimes like counterspell is one, right? I think. And these all have these dials. And so we won't go into detail, obviously, on every single one. I just wanted to cover it real quick. So we've got the dials, so you can, and it's just paper inside of there. It's a nice thick paper. Yeah. I think these cards are pretty neat.
I agree. It's really, so when Eric and I have played just the 2 of us, we each have, I think we each did 2 characters to handle. And instead of having a full-on character sheet, having something this... Von Karzad really speaks to you, DB. I love that. Instead of having a full character sheet, I mean, this game is meant to be picked up and played a lot easier than true D&D.
Yeah.
So having these little cards to keep track of what you need to do and having everything right there, you don't have to have a pencil or anything to keep track of stuff.
Yep.
Really super helpful and very good for being able to play with new players. There is a learning curve to this game.
There definitely is.
It took me and Eric a while to figure out kind of the first playthrough on it. And when we've played with some friends, we had to kind of do a first game that was a little bit slower as we kind of remembered how all the mechanics work, even as familiar as we are with D&D. But once you start playing, it is really, really fun.
Yeah, once you're in the groove, you're in the groove.
Absolutely.
One other piece in here. So I think this is neat. So this is how many squares you can move, your movement speed, what your AC is, and your health. And so as your health changes, so let's get. So we're here. We're not in like a danger zone. 4 movement, 16 AC, 6 hit points. But now we go 3 and 15. And sometimes they change. 3, 15. Sometimes they go up. Like if you're a barbarian, I think
so too.
Yeah. So he kind of flatlines. That was a bad example one, but those can change, which I think is a really interesting dynamic.
Yeah, to have your AC and/or movement speed drop, the more damage you take makes it challenging and really ups the tension.
Yeah.
Especially if it's not a character that you've played with before that you don't have a backstory for, so it's easy to be like, oh well, my mini died. But it gets tense.
Shabelle, Lifesaver, Fighter. So we've got a great sword. So you can see also, like, maybe Shabelle is better for a first-time player. right?
Oh, fewer things on the list up top.
Uh-huh. And then and also this critical. Everybody has something special that happens on a critical. And usually it's just like an extra damage or whatever. This one I think is really neat though. Reduce one of your dials by 1.
Nice.
Because some of these have really high
Costs.
Yeah, like turn. So like this one, once you use it, you have to wait 5 turns,
Sure.
which is a lot, right? And you can
Yeah.
see the cost there.
Yeah.
And here's a different reaction: riposte. After you are damaged by an adjacent enemy, make it a melee attack against it. So that's like a battle master. Cool. All right, and Ruby I Dwaran. I don't know, but she's a barbarian. So let's see if Oh, see, here we go. So her movement dramatically increases. Look at that. So she's damaged. She's at 3 movement, and then she gets really
Oh,
at
wow.
5.
Yeah, she sprints away.
Yeah. But that tracks for a barbarian, right? And then you've got your death saves up here. Oh, no, never mind. You don't have death saves. They just put the skulls to fill out the...
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. And then our bard, Dayu Sang, the bard. Hidden blades, psychic blades, words of terror, feigned death. This is a cool one. Use special Doreen. I don't know. We went back and forth on it a little bit.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Run screaming from all opponents for 5 yards until the special reactivates. Repeat. Yeah.
Rounds. 5 rounds.
Right, yeah. The whole time. Yeah.
Yeah. I love it.
The map's pretty small, so that'll be a challenge. After enemy character is killed, gain attack, melee, and ranged attack until the end of the scenario. Wow. Cool. Nope. These are great. They have a really good feel to them. Now, I think they could have gone like cheaper and had them cost less, but I'm glad they didn't.
Yeah.
Because these need to hold up.
Yeah.
And
Lots of hand grease. Bye, Tim.
Bye, Tim. Bye, Dad. As far as I know, you can't just go buy another card. So you'd have to buy a whole set.
Something bad happens to it. Something bad happens to it.
Yeah. Or, I mean, there are pictures of these on the internet. So if you're playing, like, if you're heavy duty into it, you can just kind of go for it. So these, I'm guessing now, the last one was number 3. This is number 1. I'm guessing this is internal set 1, set 2, set 3.
All right. This is the spell swords. Same content in the box.
You take the lead on this.
All right. Same type of content. Silica gel. Delicious. Coupon and map. The cards for when you level up. Minis. And the kind of character sheet player cards. I'm going to start with these little ones again, just so we can get a feel for the art before I have to struggle through their names. Doreen the Barbarian makes me laugh. She's got a killer left hook and a delightful corn casserole. I love that.
Yeah, that's very funny. Oh, is it a monk?
Oh! Teenage Mutant
Are they all
Ninja Turtle.
Ooh, there you
Ooh.
go. Cleric or a paladin.
Can't tell if that's an eye patch or if they're just a little squinty-eyed. Oh, vicious teeth. Yeah.
So these are the level up cards.
Same kind of token for different effects. Ooh, I don't know what these are. Oh, stone rune, hill rune, storm rune, hill rune.
Yeah,
These are probably things you have to collect.
Or one of these is a Rune Knight fighter.
Ah.
And then when you level up, you get to pick between one of those, probably.
Got it. And then +3 to your shield. Well, maybe that is shield. +3 to your AC. These.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, these have a nice feel to them.
So one of them is definitely a Rune Knight.
There it is. Let's get to the minis.
We're not a board games channel. We're not Fry boards. We're FryMinis.
Let's start with the one that matters most. That's this turtle. I think it's actually a different sculpt than the other turtles that we have in our collection.
Definitely, very different.
To defeat the Huns. Hey, Drinking Yoda, glad that you're here.
That is Dralm the Fighter.
Drom. That's...
Drown?
Dralm. Got it. This looked like a U to my tiny eyes. Or not very good eyes. Once again, a beautiful, grumpy, cartoonish face. But I mean that as a compliment. Hey, Kelly. So glad you're here.
Hey.
Chainmail. Loinguard. The very good gauze effects on these leg wraps. Good belt. Yeah, I think this looks really fantastic.
Yeah.
Excellent kind of scuffs and scrapes in his chest plate.
Here's the... This is the sculpt they keep reusing, just in different poses for a turtle.
Yeah, totally different face.
Yeah. It's bigger physically.
Oh, yeah.
Shell's totally different.
Good. Okay.
Maybe they started with the same, and then it just like beefed it up.
Well, either way, they did something different, and I think it looks really good.
But I just love the idea of a turtle rune knight fighter.
Yes.
Carving those runes into a shell.
Yes.
If only a wizard could do that.
If only. Okay, Molly Farhill. She.
Oh, sorry. Last thing. The fighter, his weapon is spiked gauntlets.
Ooh.
That's like what he's fighting with.
Very cool. To see kind of a free hand not etched in at all something on a shield, again, looks excellent. This is the one that doesn't just have one big eye and one little eye.
Yeah.
She's got a monocle, I think. Or
Her face is weird.
Well...
the monocle is a lot better than that one.
The frog.
Yeah.
The frog that we'll never forgive. Her mouth looks like it wasn't painted quite right, or she just has a single tooth in the center of her lips. So yeah, her face isn't the best that I've ever seen, but I love her haircut. And the lines are all so crisp and clean. And this is... If pre-painted minis came like this all the time, I would never paint a mini. I would just never bother because these are really, really good. That
scroll, she has a scroll on her shield and her tunic because she is an Agma, we're zoomed in, a cleric of knowledge domain.
Oh.
So this is one of the reasons I love cleric so much. Like the base cleric that's already in the game has like healing kind of stuff.
Sure.
This gain blessing of knowledge, so you do more damage or whatever. Dispel magic, read thoughts. Like these are not things you think of as a cleric.
Definitely.
But they're on brand.
Yeah.
I think it's super cool, super duper cool. And that's one thing so far with, Rune Knight, right? These expansions have been kind of unusual. That is Hangaku the Monk.
I wasn't going to try to say that, especially because I can barely read it.
Hangaku.
Excellent.
I don't know.
That's the best I would say. Kelly, you picked yours up on Sunday. Excellent. The only thing that you missed is the first set. We did the Zentarum minis so far. So we are just getting into the second of 3 boxes. You haven't missed much. And we talked about Bob's Burgers. And Eric showed off his new setup that he really liked. Monk's got katanas. This one does. So yeah. I commented in the last box that we have one bard who looks like she's from Mythic Japan, maybe. And I appreciate that now we have another character who looks Asian and is wearing an outfit that doesn't feel like a stereotype to me. And again, whether that was true to the character and that's really the way that it should be, fantastic. I'm just not totally sure. Excuse me. I appreciate having... It looks like she's wearing a sweatsuit to me, and I relate. I relate so much. A sweatsuit and a really cool wrap.
Yeah. So if you go like Kensai, and then you choose this as your Kensai weapon, and you would say it's just like a long sword, which I think is a common skin for a katana. And now it's your weapon, so now it's a monk weapon, so now you're using your dexterity with it. So yeah.
The fluidity of her hair is really beautiful, and I think this is an interesting pose, and she's the woman who's more than fully clothed, so...
Yeah.
I like it. I like it a lot. Last one in this set is
Kithra Coldforge.
Oh, Kithra.
Paladin.
She was done right. I agree, Kelly.
Oh, look at inflict wounds, crown of madness, hellish rebuke. This is an oathbreaker paladin.
You do not want to mess with her.
Oh, I hadn't seen it until right now.
Her perfectly round belly is extraordinary. And look, she has a huge belly and she has no chest. That's awesome.
Oh my god, I love it.
She's what I would consider the definition of portly. She's got extra hammers that look, based on their texture, like they just stuck screws to her, almost like she's magnetic and a bunch of screws just flew.
Yeah, she's got a warhammer and a throwing warhammer attack.
Yep. So, I bet these are her 3 throwing hammers. She has a lot of hammers. Yeah.
I wouldn't call any of these warhammers. I would call all of them.
That's what I was thinking too, but it looks like this one she throws and this one she hits with, and I don't know. Maybe they didn't get that technical with it.
It's okay. It doesn't matter. And I love see her like little tunic thing on the bottom.
Exactly. It's
just
beautifully
to give her
colored.
A little color.
Yeah.
No, that's phenomenal. That's a great dwarf.
I don't know what this black is at the bottom of her braids. I like to think that.
Oh, just like caps. A lot of a lot of dwarven beards just have like metal caps.
Oh, not beads, but caps.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm surprised by this. I liked to think that just like cheap shoelaces, she just dipped it in wax to finish it. She's building a beautiful new deck in between adventures. Eric, are you really going to argue with her on what she calls hammers? You wouldn't call any of these a throwing hammer?
No, I would call all of them throwing hammers.
Or a warhammer. She's not portly. She just found a magic breastplate a large size and is trying to get the bonuses. I used portly as a compliment. I understand what you're saying, Michael, and maybe that's true as well. But genuinely, I love seeing a fat, round woman who doesn't have big old boobies. I think this is wonderful, so I did mean it as a compliment, but we can have whatever version of the story you'd like to have, and that's what makes this game so great. The armor was made big. Yes, it's spacious. So there's, I only just learned about crash.
So this
crumple range.
This is so dark. But you can kind of see like what I'm talking about.
Okay, yes, that makes sense. So instead of a plastic cover on the end of your shoelace or the wax like I was talking about, it's you dip them in metal and then they just hold together. The idea that for dwarves, a scrunchie or an elastic is hard to find, but they can just afford to dip their hair in metal, exquisite. That's the kind of lore I can get into.
Cool. Did you already cut that last one?
Yes, I did.
Okay, thanks. This is the one you wanted to do.
Yeah, that's okay. You can do some of the minis. I just want the one.
All right, so this is the Harper's box number 2. So that is theory probably proven. That's 1, 2, 3. We've got another salt pack. There we go. Same setup. So all those boxes were the same general. The only one that was different really was the first one, because we had the card for the spiritual weapon.
That's true.
I sincerely love this.
Yeah.
This double ring.
Makes it super easy to unassemble and reassemble.
So we've got our Lokatha, our maybe a gnome, somebody. Oh, that was probably the drow. And then our Aarakocra.
I love that she's bigger. I don't need an excuse for it. More shape and size diversity is fun to see. That's awesome, DB.
Yeah.
I agree.
Wild magic. Oh, skirmisher. Hey, do these sound familiar to you?
Yes, they sound like what my rogue uses. She's a bird and she's very dumb. Awe was how to... Okay, that's a totally different awe, Michael. I love it and appreciate it. Thank you. Good clarification.
Oh, by the way, on this, to receive 10% off your first order Maybe from all of wizkids.com. I'm not sure. Oh, no, Onslaught.
Yeah.
Well, if anybody wants to try, go to WizKids and try to sell swords 10.
Yeah.
Or Harper's 10. Or probably Zentarum 10.
I still have 2 boxes on order, the Red Wizards and many arrows.
So yeah, we didn't get those, which is unusual. I was a little surprised. They're on our list though. Okay, so I'm gonna go through. Oh, do you want me to go through the cards first, or do you want to go through the minis first?
Doesn't matter.
Okay. So I'm gonna zoom us out so we can look at the cards a little bit better. So the Eric Hokra is Ayer. He's a monk with talons. And look at this. DB might actually recognize.
Tipsy Sway.
Oh, look, it says ads will run shortly for some viewer. So in about a minute, you might see an ad. YouTube does it, not us.
Yeah, no control, sorry.
Tipsy Sway, Frenzy, Opportunity Attack, and the level up card had something to do with drunken names too. I don't know where they went.
I put them away.
Oh,
I thought you
okay.
were done.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Adnan Zarem. This definitely sounds like a drow. Oh yeah, Moonbeam, Twilight Sanctuary. They made the Twilight Cleric the most OP class literally in the game into a card. That's great. And Word of Radiance, love that one.
Yeah.
AoE cantrips are. Tipsy Sway says DB.
Yay! Yes.
Eileen Rumrunner, Wild Magic Sorcerer.
Ooh.
So it looks like it says ad inserted. Can you see us? Are we in an ad? If you're an ad character, who are you? I'll be Mr. Clean.
Flow is the only one that comes to mind from Progressive.
Oh, okay.
I'm not proud of it. Yay, ad!
I thought maybe you'd be the Poop Bears.
Thank you. Sha sha sha. Charmin. My hiney's clean.
My monk has just a little bit of cooking sherry on her wherever she went. Yeah.
The best.
And then our last one here is the Nurith, the Lokatha Rogue. Cast Net. Ooh, you can root the enemies.
Ooh.
And one thing I do like about this game in general, it gets creative with the status effects. I wish we had different status effects in 5e. Because so many are like, oh, you become this and this. If you're paralyzed, you're incapacitated, and just keeping track of it, I don't know.
Yeah, I have a hard time with that.
Yeah. After initiative cards are assigned, exchange your initiative card with the initiative 1 card. You want lower initiative. Interesting. So you can always go first. Okay, cool. Okay, show us these minis.
Hi, I'm back.
The Red Wizard Rabbit Girl. Jumping Masters are the best monks.
Okay.
Wow.
Let's start here. This is Eeyore. This is Eeyore. Eeyore is ripped.
Yeah, he's a bird. He has feathers and you can see his muscles.
Wow.
Think about that.
I don't want to.
Think about that.
No, that's gross. Look at those talons.
Oh, yeah, he's like pounced up.
He's got... Is this a feather? Yes. Okay. I couldn't tell if this was a feather or a snake of some variety.
You could grate cheese on those.
You sure could.
I don't know. It's just like, how does a feather work?
Don't. I can't think about this. It's too much.
Jonathan!
Jonathan looks great. He was tired of being pushed around and out of windows. Oh no!
Oh,
it was like that. I didn't break it.
We've got glue.
And honestly, it looks like it was a glue point anyway.
Yeah.
So,
no big deal. Small potatoes.
we'll fix it. Jonathan was tired of being pushed out of windows, so he went to the gym and got jacked, and then instead of getting tanned, he got bleached. And now he don't take nothing from nobody.
I'm surprised you didn't save him for last.
I don't care about this one. I wanted to start high and then do 2 in the middle and then end high. So
okay.
I do care, but not as much.
Okay.
I had something interesting to say about this, but it's gone. Nope, it's gone.
Does he want some crackers?
Yeah.
Jonathan pushes back.
Eileen Rum Runner.
I like she's got pants.
I like that she's got...
And sneakers?
Yeah, this... I'm not sure what's happening with her arms.
Small minis, we try to be a little more gentle on grading because they're physically so small. But no, these arms look jacked.
Yeah, they almost look like they've...
Was it a wild magic surge?
It almost looks like they made her with sleeves and then didn't paint them correctly.
Yeah.
So, like, she's got a blue tunic and maybe she was supposed to have a white top underneath. Because it gets really narrow right there at her wrist here, or at her elbow here, but at her wrist here. I can summon a flame ball, but only from my bell bow. Bell bow!
Yeah, there's nothing in the stat block that talks about armor or arms. But no, I completely agree with you.
Something odd happened with her arms, but I like her tunic. This is a different... Is this a halfling, do you think?
Or gnome. It's hard to tell.
Got it.
Yeah.
It is like that on the box.
Oh, no, look. It's a different color.
Is it? Okay, it's still kind of a cream.
Zoom. Look at that.
Yeah, those are supposed to be sleeves, and they just didn't paint quite right.
Yeah, not a good...
You know, it's really hard to say what is happening.
But look at her, like, face. She's like,
Yes, I do like her face. The skin got onto the inside of her hood here, I think, a little bit, so her face does look a little bit misshapen.
Yeah, I have a hard time with that.
Yes, some of her hood got face paint. Good call, DB. Nailed it. I think... Yeah, as Eric said, this is a smaller of the minis, but the other ones are so great that this is almost, like, tough to stomach because she's so cool, but like, the paint job lets it down.
Just paint the arms white. Like,
She's been through some things.
Just do actual white.
I agree. Yeah, she's been through some things.
Yeah.
Okay. 3 of 4 is...
This is our drow cleric.
Adnan Zarem. Oh. This is another... I don't like this term, but he has dad bod. And that's great. Another...
Does he?
I think so. He doesn't look super jacked. He looks a little soft in the middle.
If that's soft.
He doesn't have a rippling six-pack, and he doesn't look immensely beefy. He just looks like a guy. And I'm happy about that. Good pants, boots, skirt of plate being all different colors, paint is well applied, nice shin guards.
How many minis have you seen holding a torch?
Very few, if any.
Yeah. I can, like, a handful.
And I think that this is meant to be a reflection of the flame on, like, a gold kind of sticky-uppy point on his helmet or crown thing. I'm not sure what that's all about. It doesn't look like misplaced plastic. It's very square, so it looks intentional. But
I think that's what it is.
A reflection of the gold?
Yeah.
All right.
Like,
yeah.
The worst OSL ever.
Yeah.
It's nice that they tried. Usually they don't. I don't recall a single pre-painted WizKids mini ever even trying that.
Definitely agree. He's got freaky orange eyes. I like his purple skin.
I bet he needs help getting his shield off his back.
It's an excellent shield. And yes, his two hands are already quite busy. This one looks really good.
Yeah. Purple drow, though. Some people have feelings about that.
I have feelings about Lokatha.
Why is it red?
Oh, look at his sad eyes. Okay, this is Nerith.
Oh, is that the bone spear, the magic item?
Oh, yeah. That's a spooky fish vertebrae shaped. I love Lokatha and their big dumb heads. They look simple and sweet, and I find their shape endearing. and they're gentle whiskers, and they're deadly and tough and fierce, and I don't mean to infantilize them, but I just find them adorable in the way that people find cats adorable.
Blood spear, yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Kelly. I love that he's got these huge feet and just the tiniest little, like, not even ankle protectors. They're like top of foot protectors. The wash maybe got a little away from them. Oh.
Yeah, they've started using contrast paints on these.
Yeah. I love this. I love those sad red eyes. It almost looks like those dogs that they used to have with the really deep, like a bloodhound kind of dog plastic container that was like, please don't eat to the children, and it had really deep red sad eyes.
Bloodhound gang, shout out.
The Lokatha was worth the wait, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Super fun.
Okay, you want to pack those up? Mm-hmm. All right, so now I'm gonna take it. It's a tea break. Tea break, everybody. Tea break.
Mine is ice water.
Forgot what cup I'm using. I'll spin that around. I'm on LinkedIn.
I'm on LinkedIn.
Okay, so really cool one here. If we zoom all the way out, I don't know if T-pose for us, Eric. Ooh. Oh, this is T-pose.
Oh.
This is T-pose. Can you T-pose?
I thought he meant...
No, in a video game, sometimes the character, when it doesn't animate right, will just have this T-pose.
Right.
And then they'll just like through instead of walking or whatever.
Mine was cuter, but I appreciate learning something new, so thank you to both of you.
Tip me out.
No, what are the rest of the words?
I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle. Here's my stout. What?
You tell me. What is this?
Hole. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here's my handle. Here's my hole. When I get all steamed up, hear me shout. Tip me over and pour me out.
It's a spout.
Spout.
Eric has never gotten lyrics correct in his life, so I just wanted to hear whether a childhood rhyme had stuck around.
Beautiful song. I noticed
90%.
we just lost 3 viewers. For real. I don't blame him. Okay. So we're gonna open up. You got it?
Yeah.
We're gonna open up Onslaught expansion, Nightmare of the Frogmire Coven.
Can't wait for the frogs.
We forgot to do. The
Oh,
rule.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Real quick though, let's just open up this rule pack, just so you know, because this is not just a mini stream. This is this particular one we're doing Onslaught stuff. Just so we can see what's inside, because some of you might have interest here. So bear with us, but this will be quick. We're not gonna go.
This one, it comes wrapped in tissue paper.
Yeah, for your hole, your teapot hole.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Oh, here. Okay, let's switch over. This one we can fit in here. Okay, so we've got our delicious candy. We have, are these item cards? Yes.
Oh yeah.
Ooh. Blood Slick Battle Axe, Oath Sworn Bow. My mouth is not working today.
Apparently.
Winged Cuirass. I can never say that word either. Conjured Armor. Sword of Infinite Screams.
Ugh.
Wow. Oh, look, if a barbarian or fighter uses it, they get a bigger advantage. Singing Sword. Ring of Wishes. Displacement Dust. What do you think that does?
Moves someone someplace else.
What do you think Jar of Pickled Eggs does?
Gross.
Eat egg. Iron stones. Cool. Okay, so items are good. This
Is a round tracker? No.
No, we already have a round tracker. Maybe this is for like a special boss.
Yeah, it could be.
So in the game, regular monsters have just like a playing card, like that spiritual weapon, but the boss monsters get their own. Oh, perfect. So this is what like the monster card looks like, which is its basic attacks, its hit points, stuff. So maybe this is just a
Sword of Infinite Scream sounds like the worst, especially for a rogue.
Does it say on there what this is? Bottom left.
Combat dial.
Okay.
Combat dial card.
Okay. So we've got some Bugbear, Ambusher, Gnoll Skirmisher, Cobalt Duelist.
I'll be right back.
And then there's even another in-between size for something that's not a true boss. You have these big cards. So they don't get their own dials. Like mini bosses. Our Beholder, who's the main boss of the whole thing, has many, many, many attacks. And then eye raise. So one of the attacks here is just to do eye raise. And then you get this separate card just to keep that straight. Very robust. The Sword of Infinite Scream sounds the worst, especially for a rogue. Yeah, I would agree with that. So we got all sorts of tokens, map markers, same thing, poison conditions. These are interactable things on the map. Sometimes like protect this area or capture this thing. Oh, here we go. Combat dial card assembly.
Oh, ours came pre-assembled. That's convenient.
And then the actual scenarios are straightforward. Oh, here's our monster card.
Good thing we have miniatures for those monsters.
Oh, okay. So, yes.
Yes, Eric sure does.
So that's what they. So, these mini bosses they're calling champions, and so you use the tracker token for the champions, but the actual bosses have the token dials and everything built into them.
So there are 3 levels of
3 levels.
NPCs.
Yeah. All right, so those are all the rules, and then here's what one of the maps looks like. This comes with the first game, and then so you start in specific positions, and then you can see where everything's at. Oh, interesting. And then we've got 3, 4 of those. Okay, I think that's pretty great. If you're actively playing the game, I think getting those is pretty solid. I do know, and I kind of wish I didn't know, that in similar games, even games previously made by WizKids, they would just like publish scenarios like on their website. Like
It wasn't monetized.
yeah, I was like, here's a weekly thing. And yeah.
Well, you know.
Okay. You want to cram all that back in there? Thank you. Okay.
67 tokens is a lot of tokens.
Yeah.
I mean, they're small. Some of them are just like this little teardrop kind of thing, but I was surprised to see 67 tokens on this box.
I'm getting hot in here.
I'm finally warming up.
Wearing the Into the AM shirt again. Because it really, honestly, truly, I think it fits great. I don't think anything looks great on me, but I feel... I like wearing it. And I think it's a cool design.
He does like wearing it.
I wear it all the time.
It's comfortable, yeah.
Okay, just peeling off plastic on Frogmire.
Can't wait.
Woo. Okay. So, components. 8 fully painted miniatures. A double-sided game board, so a whole new map, which is great. A dial card. 26 standard cards. 44 mini tokens. Or mini cards.
Okay.
71 tokens. 14 terrain elements. And 1 scenario guide. Here is... And we're zoomed all the way out, so this is what it is. So keynotes, expansion, everything requires the base game. Every single one of these requires the base game,
Okay.
which I think is fine.
Yeah.
So otherwise, you got to start including.
Hi, Phil.
Hey,
Frogslot.
Phil. Frogslot.
Love it.
Do, 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 do.
Especially since it reads as frogs laugh.
Do you want to take it from here?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, that smell though.
Oh, it smells like a factory. We have a bag of Yanti, a bag of tentacles and eye stalk, just the one.
Yeah.
A bag of bullywugs, my favorite thing.
The best bag we've ever
Is this
gotten.
my birthday? A bag of sea hag, green hag, night hag.
Ooh.
I do love it. A bag hag. Winter bases. Oh, water bases.
Okay. I don't know what that is.
Bum-ba-lam. Frog hemoth.
And we'll save the minis for the end.
We will.
Because we're like that.
Terrain reference, so you have a sense of elevation and where to put the water tokens.
Yeah, because elevation is like a thing, an actual thing in this game, which is so cool. And so if you're just kind of looking at the map, sometimes it can kind of be hard to tell.
Absolutely. So this is great, and this is very nice paper. As someone who prints a lot, it's very nice paper.
So this is like our scenario guide.
Yeah. So when
I'm
you
assuming.
Yes. When you first start playing, having to kind of read through this and get the sense of the setup and special rules, you definitely want, this is an expansion like Eric said and the box said, but knowing the rules and everything being in the first booklet can be very, very helpful.
Loot goblin.
Loot goblin. Meyer zombie.
You.
Yeah, well. So, yes, there are different treasure chests and things can
Kelly
happen.
Game Trade magazine has a tavern scenario.
Ooh.
That's cool. Froggy monsters and hags, it's perfect.
It is perfect. So yeah, lots of scenarios, including the frog hemoth.
Oh, spoilers here.
Well, might be. But it can all happen different ways, you know? Oh, okay. So yes, this gives you kind of a quick guide for how to play. But as we said earlier, I did find that there was a heavy lift at the start, a big learning curve to this. So starting, even if you've been playing D&D for years, starting with just this wasn't all that helpful. This is a good reference, but you really need to read through the rules before you get started.
There's realistically, if you're a D&D player, a 5e player, sometimes I feel like that's detrimental because you're in your head, you're always trying to compare it to the. It's like in Baldur's Gate 3, where it can give you lore knowledge and an understanding of some concepts, but if something's not clicking, you're like, no, I know how that works.
Yeah.
The Bullywug my players adopted in our Wild Beyond the Witchlight game is my favorite to play.
Yes. Yes.
Like a bullfroggy one.
Yes. So this is the start of our extreme amounts of tokens. I love that they're all variety of what were these, like Meyer hags or something, but this one zombies. This one's serving. Serving, a word that they use a lot on Twitter that I'm not going to use here, but these are true zombieified things, and this one's just, this is an America's Next Top Model pose that the winner is. Muddle Muck, the Duke of Muck, stop! He's a duke! He's royalty. Okay, yeah. This one's serving in both places. Okay. Oh, different on the back. They're quite normal on the back. So,
they get transformed.
apparently. And then these, I imagine, are elevated terrain pieces.
On the boardwalk that I bet you can break.
Oh.
And then you could fall down into the water.
Very cool. Lots of wax paper in between.
You can use that in the oven to keep stuff from sticking.
Nope, that's parchment paper. That is wax paper. They're different.
Oh. Here. Just hold that one up.
Map.
So these are very great. I love these maps. They are thick. They are solid. It is high quality printing.
Yeah.
They look great.
Yeah. The beautiful blues and greens here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Super pretty. Sorry.
No, I love all the maps.
They do like the wrap unfold, so it's nice that they aren't like your old Candyland board that never laid flat.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
These lay flat.
Yeah.
So yes, one map on one side and one on the other. So pretty.
Yeah.
When I heard like swamp, I think gross, buggy, deathly greens and browns. So to get these like vibrant magical colors is actually really nice.
A hag's hut. Ooh. Julie might be working on something.
I'm working on a Baba Yaga hut. It's going slowly. It's taking over the dining table, which needs to be clean for our epic meal tomorrow. I'm sorry that I said epic meal. It needs to be clean. I know. Not proud. We've got our Froghemoth card here. So the champion card.
Or boss card. The champion doesn't have a token.
Thank you. The boss card.
We're all learning.
And our NPC cards.
You can rip it.
Okay, thank you. The others I tried. So.
Oh, yep. There you go.
Meyer zombie, tentacles.
Every time you say Meyer, I obviously know, but I think of like Meyer, the grocery store.
That's wonderful. I worried I was pronouncing it wrong.
Whose hair?
Thank you. I had the privilege of being in a Meyer over the weekend, and they had some very nice things, including, I took a picture of it, meant to tell you, they have a cheese dip called Gordo's. Exactly. I want to keep an eye out for that.
Yanti Archer.
Ooh.
What's he do?
He does Leaping Strike. Amphibious gives him, ignores the effects of water terrain, and he gets opportunity attacks. Meyer zombies don't unionize, the perfect cleric.
Because the base game only goes to 10.
10.
And since this one has like a bunch, I'm assuming it's...
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, we're almost to the minis.
We actually have 2 packets of seasoning in that one. By the way, for all of you that care, we have a new gray felt background pad thing that we're going to be using. It was supposed to be delivered today, but Amazon says, oh, this is taking longer than expected.
People called in sick for the holiday. Let them be.
Yeah.
So, different cards going on here. But Eric's new setup isn't complete, and as a completionist, he's annoyed that we're debuting with 95% accuracy.
Correct. Thank you.
But we'll have a new gray one. And I'm excited to no
it's
longer have
bigger.
these faces underneath.
Yeah, I thought people would like this one, but I've only ever gotten negative feedback about it.
And it's mostly from me.
It's not just from you.
It's not just. Resting up for Black Friday. Yeah, that's true.
Because we used to have it in the middle because I thought people would like the colors to compare with the actual minis, but then everybody, oh, use the dark, only use the dark. So that's why I keep it here on these guys because it's almost black. And then the actual wood is this veneer.
Yeah, it's too shiny.
Also, so this isn't snot. This is super glue. I have areas in the desk where like over off, you can't see it over here, but I've just spilled super glue and there's like streaks. But this was like a little ding that I tried to fill with super glue.
Oh.
Horrible idea.
I had a chip in my vanity that's like a granite top, and there was like a piece of the glitter specks in it had fallen out. So I packed it full of a mix of eyeshadow, particularly sparkly eyeshadow, and nail polish, and then sanded it down with a nail file. It was a pretty good DIY. It worked. All right. Minis.
I know what we're saving for last.
We're saving the bullywugs for last.
Oh. I figured the Froghemoth.
Froghemoth can be second to last.
Okay.
Let's start with the Yamti.
Okay.
And then we'll do the Sea Hags. Would you like to unbox any of these? You do those.
Let me do the Froghemoth and the eye stalks.
You got it. Yes! Oh, hold on. I think we have one of these.
Yeah, we should have. Here, you want to reposition yourself?
Sea Hag. I think we have this mini.
Yes, but no.
Okay. We have something very similar. Her terrifying eyeball. My goodness. And that jaw that's all broken. Okay. We have this one, which I don't like. So, yeah, this one's better. Great. I like her fashionable skirt and that she has made a belt out of shells and or pearls. See hag, run. Run, hag, run. Yes, Phil, the new one is very much better. Her kelp skirt is quite lovely. Her freaky fins, but only on one arm. Her disgusting fingernails / points on her fingers. I'm not even sure what's happening. She does need a better top. She really hit it out of the park with a skirt, and I think like a contestant on Project Runway, she spent all of her time there and then had to send her model down the runway topless because she just ran out of time. Tim Gunn would be very disappointed. Puka shell belt, thank you. Puka shells. She's spring breaking on South Padre Island, 2007. And her eyeball is the talk of the town. This face is incredible. It's haunting. She shines up her shells and her eyeball.
Gross.
Her busted pose is this one's really, really good.
Yeah.
Green hag.
So we don't actually...
Thanks, Crow's Perch.
Oh, hey.
Welcome.
Thanks for swinging through.
Yeah, happy you're here.
Good to see you.
Make it work.
Yeah. We don't actually have a straight green hag. This is like the classic hag. Mm-hmm. Now, we do have a hag that is green.
I love that one.
Yeah.
With her freaky little doll.
Yeah, but we hilariously don't actually have.
Yo, make it work. I encourage you to use your perishable items thoughtfully from the Zappos.com wall. So I can't quite tell what's going on with this white. I don't know if she's baking and forgot to dust off her excess under eye powder, or if that's meant to be a sheen on her face.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, I thought it was sloppy eye, but...
I'm really not sure what's happening. It also looks like the light is catching, like maybe she's wearing a rose gold watch.
Yeah, the Apple Watch. She's on the fitness.
Of course. On both hands. So maybe they're shackles. Honestly, I don't know all that much.
She's going to give you a poison apple, though.
Thank you for the raid. We're glad you're here. Just looking at some minis from Onslaught, Frog Edition.
Yep.
Excellent layered clothing here.
Yeah, very good sculpt.
Extraordinary.
Aside from
sculpt.
the weird face, the paint job's good.
Yeah.
And this is an example of how if this mini, like the actual plastic, is black, it works here.
Yes.
Like, it's not Arviatris.
Yeah.
It's possible to do that, okay?
Mm-hmm. I really want to learn more about what's happening with her under eyes, so I will do my research afterward. But if anyone has any idea of what's going on here, feel free to let us know. Last hag that we have is the night hag.
This is our existing night hag.
So this is the new night hag that just came in the box, and this is our existing night hag. How dark these minis are is not doing them many favors.
I love the magic effect.
Yeah.
The blue.
Yes, I like the magic effect very much. I love the collection of skulls that she has. She's got so much going on with her hair in a really beautiful way. She doesn't just look ratty. I think she takes really good care of her hair. She might be a Pantene gal. Excellent paint detail on this kind of necklace or chest piece that she's wearing. The gold is placed just right. These little bone pieces that are maybe children's skulls or other puka shells. I'm not sure. This wrap of the fabric, this kind of twisting and twirling, this is beautiful. I love this. That's the hags.
Yanti.
Yanti.
I think the hags are great.
Yeah.
And it's nice to just get them all together, too.
Yanti is just the one. I didn't realize that. Whoa!
It's a really good.
Remind me of Calypso from Pirates of the Caribbean. Agree,
Oh,
Michael.
yeah.
Yanti Abomination, and yes, I agree with that.
Sculpt, excellent. Paint job, excellent. Fun, excellent.
Look, they're doing the actual archer's fingers and
yeah.
everything. There's no string in their bow, but I've been told before. Love the color scheme. That one is awesome. Agree, Kelly and DB. This paint job is so good. And that they have, well, okay. So it got a little bit away from them there. I'm not going to, knock off any points for that. But that's a really perfect way where you can see that the blue paint has a gloss or a sheen to it, and the yellow is very matte. So it adds this really excellent dimension to the mini. That's beautiful. Love the colors. Agree, Crow's Perch. Totally. This is excellent. The eyes look good. The quiver is very nicely sculpted and painted.
We don't have one.
Oh.
We've got a bunch of Reaper versions that are generally medium,
Sure.
but we don't have a WizKids one, so new.
Very cool. Excellent.
All right. So I'll just do this too with them.
Sure.
So water bases. I don't know exactly what this means.
I assume it's like a flying base,
Yeah.
but
I pushed your hair down.
thank you.
Sorry.
It's okay.
These look so cool.
Those are amazing. Take a hag.
No, look. They've got something clicks in. Oh, it's probably for the tentacles.
Oh.
I bet you the tentacles pop into these here.
I thought they were okay.
Yeah. What you're saying, that's a good idea. Yeah, that's exactly what they are.
Oh.
So these are the froghemoth tentacles. So click in.
Are they all specific?
Yeah.
Ooh, a puzzle.
Oh, here we go. Look at that. That looks so good.
Yes, it does.
Can you grab one of those tentacles? Maybe the smaller one, yeah. So these are from the Kraken. So this is actually a little bit of an older set now. And we're a little dusty.
Look at that.
This was like one of the first clear things. I think like the water effect there is good.
Yeah. I think it's good, but now I see
this is
this.
so good.
Yeah.
I love this.
That's awesome.
The green, gross water.
Yeah.
With the white, with all this detailed texturing, and each of these.
Yes.
And oh, look at this. Wait.
Going to have fun with these.
I
Yeah.
know.
This is really cool.
I recently took a test where I did some puzzles.
We can also use them for a regular game.
Oh yeah. Not the bases, but the combined. Here, you pop that.
You got it. You look at the others.
Well, those. Yeah. So the other tentacles are all similar shapes, but they're. So we've got two sculpts for the tentacles.
It's incorrectly, but if you could give it a pinch.
Yeah. Okay. So here's the eye sock. Sticking up, but only a little ripple, right? Because it's not through. Square peg, round hole. Yep. Oh, it says froghemoth eye sock.
Well, you know.
And froghemoth tentacle. Yeah. No, very, very cool. These are excellent, phenomenal, and I love them.
Does that not go into the froghemoth themselves? Oh.
Well, hold on. Because we don't want to spoil the froghemoth fun yet. We rip both of the bags in half.
Yes, you did. That's it, though. The froghemoth is next.
Oh, okay.
And then the bullywugs.
So, if I remember correctly, check this out. So that's what, so some of these fights in the game have like stages.
Oh.
Sturgis blocks all go in the squirrels. So like there's one of them has a dragon. Like a noise. One of them has like a dragon fight. And are we still playing the right music? Yeah. Okay. I don't want to get deleted.
I don't want to
again.
either.
Yeah. Here, let's just switch over. Did it work? Yeah, it did. Cool. Okay. Stages in the fight. So I guess starting out underwater, where you just see those, like stage 1, and then it erupts out of the water. Bullywugs are for the last. Julie wanted to do those last.
Yes.
Oh, we can't really see his buttons.
Oh.
But sometimes the hint of buttons.
It's a little bit more fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now one thing that I don't super love is just give me extra tentacles.
That's right.
Because now, like,
Now
these
we
are
have
going
to
to be
take
sitting
these
in.
apart. Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
realize that they needed to be added.
Yeah. So I don't love that.
Yeah.
But yeah, same deal. And these are kind of...
Yeah, those eyeballs, as you saw, I had Eric push in with his big meaty fingers. They came out okay. So it's got that going for it. But they're not all that easy to have to take apart and put together again. So to have to do that every time you play feels a little... This isn't the game that I signed up for. Polly
Yeah.
Pockets I play by myself, not at the table with friends and expensive rules.
Love this water effect, though. This is my favorite water effect of all time.
Yes, you have to move the tentacles. So Eric is now taking what was from the tentacles and eye stalks package and putting it into the froghemoth. So the water bases are standalone items. The tentacles are on their own. And then the froghemoth is on its own. And you have to choose to mix and match where the tentacles and eye stalks go. You only get one set of limbs for the froghemoth. So
I don't love that.
I don't love that either.
But outside of that, this actual sculpt, I 10 out of 5 love.
I really love it too.
This is one of the most dynamic sculpts
Yes.
I've ever seen.
Yes. He just looks like he's windmill arm, just
Yeah.
crazy.
And just to compare, this is a 2019 Froghemoth, which is like a cool, and there you can, look, he doesn't have the butt crack.
Oh, he doesn't. Yep. This one has the big fatty back.
And the ear holes under the eyes.
Oh, I didn't think I thought those were. I didn't think
And
about
the
what
paint
those were.
job.
Yeah.
Like this is a good.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm happy with it, but this is extraordinary.
This is top tier. This is like one of the best, if it was assembled, one of the best WizKids minis, I would say, honestly.
What that tongue do? The Displacer Beast sort of
Yeah.
slappy bit at the end is very freaky to me.
I love this water, even at scale. I was worried maybe when it got big, it wouldn't look quite great, but no. Only thing is the tentacles, and I hate that.
Yeah, having to move the tentacles and the eyeballs is absurd because you're never going to have the froghemoth without the eyeballs. So can I just have 2 sets of eyeballs?
So I don't even know how we would, like, would we hurt it on the fun category for the tentacles? Because we've never had a situation like that. Or would we just take a flat, like, 1 point off the top?
I don't know. I would have to rank it separately, quite frankly, because this is so fun.
Yeah. Just jump.
Just absolute chaos running right towards you. Imagine the sounds and the smells and the water in your face. Like,
Yeah.
if I were in a pool and this thing came near it, I would leave
Yeah.
a 10-mile radius.
Excellent. Excellent Froghemoth.
It's time.
Bullywug! Wait. What's your bullywug noise?
Hair.
Bullywug!
I'll never be able to replicate that noise. You're welcome, and I'm
We
sorry.
get 3 bullywuggies.
3 bullywugs. They are plump, they are muscular, and they are perfect. Look at the texture on the back of their
Yeah.
head.
They should sell them for $10. Yeah, they should.
Yes,
They should honestly should. Give
I
them to
bet
you.
they do. Yeah.
Oh, hey, you know what?
I love the eyeballs. They wear a tooth necklace and a rope belt with a pouch, a very simple pouch. I thought this looked familiar.
So this is one I
Oh, sorry.
not greatly painted.
They're
But this,
different.
This is like level 1, and that's like level 10.
Yeah. That's it. This is a BB, and this is a master. Looks good. You know, this needs to be fixed so that it's not hitting him in the eye, but looks great. Just excellent color palette.
Yeah.
Very good. The next one.
Can you go back to that one? So this is, and I might be over reading here. I like that the mini is kind of put off to the side, so that way. Well, he's so far back. Never mind. I was gonna say I like that he was kind of put back because I was thinking that way this would be dead center on the circle, but no, his whole thing's so far back. Never mind.
All the sculpts are new, says Kelly. Okay, excellent. Bullywug 1. I didn't do these in order. Oh.
That's a bent spear, though.
Yes, it is. This almost looks like a trowel. Oh. Look at those big, wiggly lips and his thick legs and his stubby little arms. I'm dying.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
Kelly, hi to your girlfriend.
Hello. Glad you're here.
How does she feel about bullywugs?
This is... They're wearing different clothes? No, same color
They're
clothes.
in the same army.
No, that's totally fine. I thought
Their
it was...
skin's different.
Yes, I thought it was odd that they were wearing different colored garbs because they just read so differently.
Now, would you accept a bullywug into the Banderhobtober Spud Club painting?
Of course I would. Any frog or frog-like creature is welcome. Bullywug number 3 is the brightest green, kind of the truest Kermit.
Yeah, I like that green though. That's a good looking green.
I love this green as well. And once again, a very strange...
What's he doing with it? Holding a spear like that? What?
He's gonna rifle butt.
Slash somebody with a spear? Oh, okay. Rifle butt.
It's a non-lethal
He's a polearm
hit.
master. He's
Yeah.
in a D4.
There you go. Yep, D4. He's sweeping the legs. He just got done sweeping the legs with the axe. You try to grow a straight piece of wood in a swamp.
That's fair.
I'm not a fan of frogs. I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh no.
But
well, maybe
you're welcome anyway.
Does she eat them?
Matching clothes. History will call them roommates. Once
Rolling.
again, rolling.
Rolling is just on point all the time.
Yes. Yeah, I think as a set, these are super cute. I'd like to believe that in their off time, they are in an a cappella group together.
Roll.
Exactly.
The Bullywug Boys.
Bullywug Boys! I don't mean to make like a whole big thing of this, but these could easily be girls, right?
Yeah.
There's no
as far as I know.
dimorphic differences. Okay. That's phenomenal.
The Bullywug Belters.
Okay, that I really love. I was just thinking.
Beltaloda.
They're exquisite. They're perfect. They're my new favorite thing in the entire world. I love them. I would die for them. And I don't have a favorite, just like I don't have a favorite nephew. But if I did have a favorite, it would be this one. I agree with you, Eric. This lemon neon froggy green is really good.
Yeah, I think all 3 greens are good.
Yes.
But I would put a strong number 1,
Yes.
mid-tier, far right,
Okay.
and then right beneath that, the middle one.
Sure. I love a pastel frog because I like those really fat tree frogs that are this pastel color. So that speaks to me in a very specific way. Froggy polycule. Good for them.
Cool. Okay, so that's Onslaught. Oh, we didn't look up how much is Onslaught this expansion.
I don't know.
Do. Wait till we get
Our pricing notification.
$90.
Okay.
Also, side note, everybody.
Oh, I didn't realize he was going to go back.
This is on the site. This is the Frog Hemoth Mini. This is on WizKids.
Holy moly.
Okay, $90, right?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Hold on. Here. Click. Can you go bigger? I don't see these joints.
Oh.
This is a single mini.
Yeah, that is a single mini. That is.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Look. High res.
That back one looks like it maybe has a joint.
I don't know.
Maybe not. Why has no one made a bullywug with a croaking, bloated chin? I agree with you. That's an excellent question, and I need answers.
On this one, I think you can see a joint.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah. And remember, when we're always talking... Oh, and by the way, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, 25% off everything on wizkids.com.
Make good choices,
Does
everyone.
that stack with the... Ooh...
Probably not.
So, okay, while we're here, everybody, check this out. We're on Dungeons and Dragons, or we're on wizkids.com. Maybe they got rid of them.
Yeah.
They got these bundles that are really great. I think they did get rid of them.
Michael, you're totally right. Having the big stretched out chin would be amazing. I would also love to see any sort of frog creature eating a fish with just like a tail sticking out their mouth or something.
Yeah, definitely agree. So, look, $200 of minis for $100. This, I bought 2 of these.
Yes, he did.
You get 2 bricks and then 2 wyverns for $250 total. And if you get the 25% off of that, maybe we'll have to do it again.
Please, no.
But look at, you get the dragons. All the raven, oh, they're sold out of that. 4 bricks. I mean, these are good deals. These are legit good deals. Okay. Okay. All right, everybody. I hope you had fun with that. That's Onslaught. I think Onslaught is a really fun game.
Yeah.
I do. I think it's a little complicated.
It is.
I think there's a wall there. But once you're in, you're in.
Yeah.
Unless you don't play for a couple months at a time and then you forget. I do think the minis are generally extremely good.
Agree.
With this. I want to upgrade earlier. I said I think they're above average. I want to put them fully in the very good bucket. But if you're just harvesting minis, I don't think it's a great value unless you can get something like on sale.
Yeah.
Because if you can get the original box for $100,
Sure.
then you get a bunch of minis. I think that could be a good deal.
Yeah.
But even these expansions where you get 4 minis for $40, if you're paying regular, $10 a mini, that's, I think, too much.
Yeah, it's a little high, even though they're great.
Yeah. Thanks for this stream.
Roland. Good luck with your cheesecake. Keep us posted.
Post a picture somewhere and let us know.
I would love to see a picture anywhere.
Awesome stream.
We love you too, Kelly.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, everybody, join us over at discord.gg/FryMinis. If you're not already, links in the description. Please leave a comment after this video, after we end the stream, to help boost it up a little bit.
Pass the cranberry sauce for every mashed potatoes. Ooh, the turkey looks great. Happy Thanksgiving. It's my favorite day.
Bye.